Welcome back to Citizenship Exam Pro, your ultimate resource for mastering the US Citizenship Interview. Today, we're bringing you a detailed mock interview that will walk you through the entire naturalization process. Watch the entire video as we cover the complete process of an applicant's interview for US citizenship, including interactions with the interviewing officer. Whether you're preparing for your interview or simply curious about the process, this video will provide you with valuable insights and tips. If you find this video helpful, please like, comment, and share. And also subscribe to our channel for more informative videos in the future. Your support helps us continuing to provide valuable contents to help you succeed on your journey to becoming a US citizen. Let's get started and make your journey to becoming a US citizen a smooth and confident one.
Alina Fernandez?
Yes, that's me.
Good morning, Mrs. Fernandez. Please follow me.
Sure, thank you.
Please have a seat, Mrs. Fernandez. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. And how about you?
I am also great. Thanks for asking. Let's start by going over your application. Can I see your green card, passport, and any other documents you brought with you today?
Sure, here you are.
Thank you. I'll need to place you under oath. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Do you know what you just promised?
Yes, officer. I promise to tell the truth.
Do you know what take an oath means?
It's a public promise that I must do truthfully.
Please let me know if any of your answers have changed since submitting your application. Okay?
Sure.
Do you understand why you are here today?
Yes, I am here for my citizenship interview.
Why do you want to become a U.S. citizen?
Because I believe in the form of government and want to vote.
What makes you eligible to become a U.S. citizen?
I have been a lawful permanent resident for over 5 years.
Did you have any trouble finding our building?
No, officer, it was quite easy.
Do you have any questions before we start?
No, I don't.
How long have you been waiting for me?
I have been waiting for about 1 hour.
I am sorry to have kept you waiting.
No worries, officer.
Are you ready for your interview?
Yes, officer, I am ready.
Okay. If you do not understand any question, feel free to ask me to repeat it.
Okay.
Do you have any physical disability or mental impairment that prevents you from demonstrating your knowledge and understanding any part or question of the naturalization exam?
No.
Do you need to use the restroom before we start?
No, I am fine. Thank you for asking.
How did you get here today?
My husband drove me here.
Where is your husband now?
He is waiting outside for me.
Do you feel well prepared for your interview today?
Yes, I do.
How was the traffic today?
Not too bad.
How long did it take you to get here?
It took 30 minutes to get here.
What is your full name?
My name is Alina Maria Fernandez.
Please spell your last name.
F-E-R-N-A-N-D-E-Z.
What is the best number to reach you?
602 0981 068.
Did you come here voluntarily?
Yes, I did. I've been looking forward to this day.
Can you verify your social security number, please?
1705811005.
When is your date of birth?
March 12, 1990.
Okay. Where were you born?
I was born in Havana, Cuba.
What is your current legal name?
Alina Maria Fernandez.
Have you used any other names?
No, I haven't.
How did you become a lawful permanent resident?
Through a petition for alien relative.
Are either of your parents US citizens?
No.
Were your parents married before your 18th birthday?
No.
Where do your parents live now?
They live in Cuba.
Are you currently single, married, divorced, or widowed?
Yes, I am married.
Can I have your marriage certificate, please?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. Do you have any previous marriage?
No.
When did you get married?
We got married on June 20th, 2015.
Do you file your taxes jointly with your spouse?
Yes, officer.
How did you meet your current spouse?
My father and my spouse's father are childhood friend, and they arranged our marriage.
Wow. That's great. What does your spouse do?
He does a job in a private company.
Have you brought any document that may prove your marriage legitimate?
Yes, here are few documents along with few photos with my spouse and our family since our marriage program.
What is your spouse's name?
My spouse's name is Carlos Fernandez.
How many times did your spouse marry?
Once.
How is your spouse's legal status in the United States?
He is a US citizen.
What is your current spouse's date of birth?
His date of birth is July 11th, 1985.
Do you have any children?
Yes, we have 2 children.
What are your children's names and ages?
Our son, Michael, is 8 years old, and our daughter, Emily, is 5 years old.
Have you brought their birth certificates with you? Can you please show me?
Sure. Here you are.
Thank you. What is your children's relationship with you?
They are my biological children.
How do you support yourself?
I do job in a private firm.
Oh, that's great. Where do you work? And what's your position?
Yes, I work as a software engineer at Tech Solutions, Inc.
How long have you been with your current employer?
I've been with them for 4 years.
Have you had any other jobs in the past 5 years?
Yes, before this job, I worked at Innova Tech for 3 years.
Where do you currently live?
We live at 1234 Elm Street, Springfield.
Where else have you lived the last 5 years?
I have been living at the same address since the last 5 years.
Has your address changed since you've submitted your application?
No.
What is your mailing address?
1234 Elm Street, Springfield.
How long have you lived at this address?
We've lived there for about 6 years.
Have you lived in another address before your current address in last 5 years?
No.
Have you traveled outside the United States in the past 5 years?
Yes, I have.
Can you list the countries you visited and the dates of travel?
Sure. I visited Canada in July 2019, the UK in December 2020, and Mexico in June 2022.
Were any of your trips for 6 months or more?
No.
What was the purpose of your last trip?
To attend a family program.
How long did you stay on your last trip?
I stayed for about 1 week.
Is there any new trip outside of the United States since you submitted your application?
No.
When did you become a lawful permanent resident?
I became a lawful permanent resident on March 7, 2014.
Now we will start with the civics test. In the civics portion, I will ask you up to 10 questions. However, if you answer 6 correctly, I will stop. Are you ready?
Yes, officer, I am.
What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress?
The Senate and the House of Representatives.
What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States?
Terrorists attacked the United States.
Who is in charge of the executive branch?
The President.
Name one right or freedom from the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
What is an amendment?
A change to the Constitution.
Who does a U.S. Senator represent?
All people of the state.
Great job. You passed the civics test. Do you understand what oath of allegiance to the United States means?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I am.
What is Constitution?
The supreme law of the land.
What is the form of government in the United States?
Republic.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes, I am willing to.
What is bear arms on behalf of the United States?
It means to use a gun to defend the United States during a war.
Are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces if required by the law?
Yes, I am willing to.
What are non-combat services?
Services that do not involve combat.
Can you please give me few examples of non-combatant services?
Sure. Few examples of non-combatant services are nursing, cooking, or translation.
Are you unable to take the oath of allegiance because of a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment?
No, officer.
What is mental impairment?
Mental damage.
Do you understand what oath of allegiance to the United States means?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I am willing to.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I understand.
What is allegiance?
To be loyal to something.
Are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction if the law requires it?
Yes, I am.
What is civilian direction?
Direction from non-military person.
Can you explain performing work of national importance under civilian direction?
Do non-military work during a national crisis under civilian direction.
Name one right or freedom from the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No, I have always filed my tax returns.
What does file a tax return meaning?
Send a tax form to the government.
Have you ever been a habitual drunkard?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, or in any way associated with, the Communist Party, any other totalitarian party, or a terrorist organization?
No.
What does totalitarian mean?
It means a system of government that is centralized and dictatorial and requires complete subservience to the state.
Have you ever given false or misleading information to any U.S. government official while applying for any immigration benefit or to prevent deportation, exclusion, or removal?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason?
No.
What does detain mean?
It means to keep someone in official custody, typically for questioning about a crime or in politically sensitive situations.
Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution?
No.
What does prostitution mean?
It means the practice or occupation of engaging in sexual activity with someone for payment.
Do you now have, or did you ever have a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No.
What is hereditary title?
A royal title, such as a prince or princess.
Have you ever been a member of any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States, or in any other place?
Yes, I am a member of the local community center and a volunteer at our neighborhood food bank.
Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony?
No.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government official to gain entry or admission into the United States?
No.
Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense?
No.
Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes?
No, I do not.
Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
No.
What does persecute mean?
It means to treat someone cruelly or unfairly, especially because of their race, religion, or political beliefs.
Have you ever been a member of a military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, or insurgent organization?
No.
Have you ever registered to vote in any U.S. elections?
No.
What is registered to vote?
Sign up to choose a leader.
Have you ever voted in any U.S. elections?
No.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
No.
Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or a rehabilitative program?
No.
What is rehabilitative program?
A program to help someone to recover from drugs or alcohol.
Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States?
No.
What does exclusion mean?
It means being barred from entering the United States.
Have you ever advocated the overthrow of any government by force or violence?
No.
Now, we'll go over some personal questions to verify the information on your application. Are you ready?
Yes, officer, I am.
Have you ever been ordered to be removed, excluded, or deported from the United States?
No.
Have you ever called yourself a non-resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No.
What is non-resident?
Someone who doesn't live in the U.S.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
What is immigration benefit?
Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship.
Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics?
No.
Have you ever received any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training?
No.
Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Now we're going to move on to the reading and writing portions to test your ability to read and write English. First, we'll start with the reading portion. You need to get 1 out of 3 sentences correct to pass. Okay?
Okay.
Please look at the tablet in front of you and read the sentence out loud for me. Please read this sentence.
Who was George Washington?
Good. You have passed your reading test.
Thank you, officer.
Now we're going to move on to the writing portion. I want you to write the sentence down on the tablet that I'm going to say out loud. You need to get 1 out of 3 sentences correct to pass. Okay?
Okay.
Please write this sentence. George Washington was the first president. Congratulations! You've passed the English reading and writing test.
Thank you, officer.
Congratulations! You have passed the interview.
Thank you, officer.
Now, I want you to review all the information on the tablet to make sure it's accurate. Let me know if there are any mistakes.
Yes, officer. Everything looks good.
Great. So please sign the box on the tablet to affirm that everything you've said during the interview and all the evidence that you've submitted is complete and true.
Okay.
Thank you. Please review the Oath of Allegiance section. Make sure you agree to all the statements. Then you can print your name and sign and date on the tablet.
Okay.
Thank you. Just give me a minute. I need to run a quick background check and copy all your documents.
Sure. Take your time, please.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Fernandez, for your patience. I have reviewed your application, and everything seems to be in order. Congratulations! You will receive a letter in the mail with the date and time for your oath ceremony.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I do have a question. What documents do I need to take with me on the date of oath of allegiance?
No worries about that. You will have the detail on the letter regarding the oath ceremony.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, officer.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You too.